Alright, don't tease me. It's not what it looks like. So I was playing with my telephone and it came out of the tripod, and so I was trying to grab it before it hit the ground. Well, I did that successfully, but I knocked over my beer on me, so there's my homebrew beer. Can you see what I'm saying? It looks like I pissed myself. Well, I'm gonna smell like beer today. Alright. Turn the luck. You know. Alright, I'll be back. So whatever happened to the map? Good afternoon, peeps. It's the Drunken One. Alright, we're revisiting the old map from years gone by. Okay, it's been, well, I say years, it's been months, I think. It's been probably about 4 or 5 months since I've shown the thing, and so let me give you a little crash course on what I've done. I went to the office supply place. I won't name any names, but I went to the office supply place and got me a great big map. If you've ever seen me in any of the hangouts, you'll notice it's hanging right behind me. Let me tell you what it's about. So, I was always interested as to where people live and time zone changes. For example, where I live is about 6 hours earlier than the Black Crows are here. It's about 6 hours earlier than like the UK, and I use UK as a reference because when I show you the map, you'll understand why I use them as a reference. A lot of people live in the UK. So what I asked people to do back when I was doing this was, well, I'm probably biting off more than I can chew now because I just made it past the 400 subscriber mark. So yeah, this might be a bit daunting, but we'll get her done. So anyway, what I was doing, or what I am doing, is trying to figure out where people live. Not exactly where they live, because I started doing that and just everybody got overwhelmed. There was just too many things, too many tags in one little area, and it just got really confusing. So what I've done, give me just a second. Let me grab my official pointer. Right? Mash battle. So anyway, let me swing you around and I will show you what I got going. Oh, I gotta go. Yeah, I just spilled beer on myself, and so I had to fill my thing back up again. Alright, let me get on the other side and see if I can make some sense of this. Alright, so, hold still. I'm gonna move you around a bit, boys. This is our map. Sorry if it's a little wobbly-jawed compared to the camera. Just if you're ADD, get over it. So, I will tighten it up to where y'all can get a better, closer look. What I've done, like I said, this was very confusing for me to do at first. And so, right here, you'll see that there's kind of an X. I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's an X that kind of goes through there, more like a bullseye. And I am not shooting at anybody here, let that be known. So I did it with, like, these people here are northwest, so that's these names here are northwest. This area down here is obviously southwest, so these are the guys in southwest, and there's me. Now I did have a pin. I live just north of Houston, so I live like right about there. Okay, people in the northeast, up in this area here, are these guys. The ones that are kind of scattered up there, got love for the Canadians. Got love for the Canadians, but they're so far apart there that I was able to just kind of put them pretty much where they live. Okay, so and then so that's northeast, and then we got the southeast is back down in this area, obviously. Now, yeah, okay, so you get the idea. And then over here and up and okay, there we go. Directly under here is the UK. Y'all know what the UK is about? All these people live in the UK. How crazy is that? These are all homebrewers slash subs or whatever. For the most part, these are mainly homebrewers now. And I've expanded a little bit from just homebrewing into homesteading and all kinds of other stuff. You see me everywhere on all these chats. So anyway, all these folks live here in the UK. These people here, these 4 live in Ireland, which is right there. And then these are where they're at. I've got a couple living, hopefully I'm not really loud on the mic, sorry guys. These guys are in Norway. Dr. Hans is in Sweden. We got one in Finland. And then over here, I'm going to have to move the camera again. Well, you get the idea anyway. You don't necessarily have to see the names. I mean, you're welcome to, but you don't necessarily have to see the names. Yes, if you can read the names through the camera, hey, go by and sub these people. Go by and sub these people, or just go through like my page, and it'll show everybody that says sub to me, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So then there's all these guys over here that are New Zealand. And then these guys are, because there's just a few, these are pretty much where they live. So what I've been asking people to do is, so you get the idea, right? And like, nobody brews in Russia, or China, or, I don't know if it's legal there. Okay, let me back you out, swing around, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. So what I'm encouraging people to do is to send me your address. Not necessarily your physical address to your home, but just like the nearest city that I could find on the map, where I could say, hey Google, where is Oshkosh, Canada, or whatever. I made that up. Yeah, so put in the comments below as to what area you live in, and I will put you on the big map. And we'll check back on it in a couple of weeks, or whenever I get caught up with all the comments. This ought to be interesting. So yeah, there's quite a few on there now, and like, I've had a lot of fun with it. Like, for example, like I said, the UK is 6 hours ahead of us, and New Zealand is 16 hours ahead of us. How crazy is that? It's like a whole nother day there right now. Well, darn bugs. Oh, and I'll teach you about lead bugs too. It's on the next video. Darn good thing they don't bite. Okay, let me close up with that. Trying to keep the video short so I can get a couple pumped out today, and still working on the fun button. And so I will catch up with y'all later. But I've been meaning to do this, and I just hadn't got around to it yet. So yeah, be sure to put your name or your location. Like I said, just the nearest city. I'm not coming to mow your lawn. I'm curious where people live, you know. And so with the new homesteading people that I've met, there's a bunch more people to put on the list. All right. Alright, I'll catch up with y'all later. Y'all be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that like button. Smash it. And I'll see y'all a little bit later on. Alright, adios, guys. I mean, peeps. Cheers.
Like, comment, and subscribe.